Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 2 and the Another Life mission set in Whittleton Creek, Vermont. And today we will be taking care of the Muffin Man Challenge Pack, which entails employees only for collecting the free clues, the Sleepy Cake Discovery Challenge or feat for knocking out all of Helen West's serving staff, of which there are 4. And then we'll move on to Sweet Recycling for killing Janus with the garbage truck while disguised as one of Helen West's servers. Before moving on to Organic Baking for taking out the 2 FBI gardeners in Helen West's garden. So for this we're going to need a few items. We will be bringing with us our ever trusty lockpick, our silenced pistol, some lethal poison to take out Cassidy, and a silenced sniping rifle. So right from the start, off the bat, we will not be getting a silent assassin rating for this because we are required to kill 2 non-targets. So we will be embracing the John Wick style approach to this mission. So we are going to start off by approaching the muffin stand, where we will find 7 muffins, and we are going to collect up all 7 of them. We only really need 5, but I'm going to grab all of them anyway because I'm greedy. So with them now acquired, we're going to move on, and we are going to knock out our first few people. Basically we need a few people out of our way, which is what the sniping rifle is for. So we're going to make our way to our sniping rifle, which is stashed up in the park shed here. So essentially we need to take out 5 people, and 2 of them are at the muffin stand, and that will be the estate agent in the turquoise shirt, and the lady who frequents the muffin stand as well, who remains by the bench or the stand. But once we've got both of them out of our way, we can then replace our sniping rifle and we can move on. And we are now going to head over to the garbage removals van, which is right in the far corner of the map from where we are. So we're going to take a few shortcuts, and I'm going to make my way through the house for sales garden and into the house with the boat outside's garden, just to avoid having to run around the 2 houses out on the road. It should save us just a few seconds, but not really much time. So once we get to the house with the boat garden, we're going to make our way along the side of the house until we come to the garden gate. And once we're at the garden gate, we are going to retrieve our sniping rifle, and we're going to take out 3 more people. And those 3 people will be the 2 garbage collectors by the garbage van, and the occupant of the house next to the van, who should be on his porch somewhere. There he is. So with him taken care of, he's out of our way. We're just going to get rid of these 2 guys right here as well. We'll replace our sniping rifle. We can get back through the gate. There we go. And we can leave that there. We won't be needing that anymore. So with that taken care of, we are now going to go and take out Nolan Cassidy and begin our challenges. So one of our challenges involves knocking out 5 people with muffins. So the first of those 5 people will be the exterminator at Nolan Cassidy's house, just so that he's out of our way. And luckily those bodies have been found. We want them found and taken away. So once we're at the exterminator's van, we're going to sneak up behind the exterminator and we're going to bop him on the head with one of our muffins. So that's 1 of them down. So we're going to collect up everything he drops, namely his keys. We're going to take his outfit, and we're going to proceed on like we would in most of these other videos into Nolan Cassidy's house, into his garden even, should I say. We're going to select our silenced pistol, and when the patrolling guard has moved away, we're going to shoot the camera above the fumigation machine. Come on, mate. There's nothing in that corner. So once he's free and clear, we're just going to pull out our gun, take out the camera, add our poison to the fumigation machine. And it's at this point we'd run off and start collecting our clues, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to select our muffins and we're going to take out this patrolling guard when he comes back with our muffin, which will get us our second muffin knockout for the special delivery challenge. So here comes the guard now. Just like we would normally, we're going to sneak up behind him and render him unconscious, but this time with the muffin. And we're going to break his neck for good measure. We don't want no witnesses. So with that taken care of, we can now take out Janus, who just so happens to be in the house as we speak. So I'm going to reload there quickly. Locate Cassidy even, not Janus. And poison and kill everybody in the house.
Nolan
and
Cassidy
while they're
is
all
down.
dropping down dead,
Well, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
we'll take out the surveillance system. Not that it really matters, but it will stop people running to our location when we're trespassing. So with that taken care of, we are now going to redon our suit briefly before we move on, and we're going to go into the Wilson's house, and on the upper floor in the spare bedroom area at the back of the house we will find one of Helen West's servers. So we're going to make our way straight inside, knock him out, and that's one of our 4 servers for the Sleepy Cake Challenge. So with his outfit now acquired, we can move on, and we're going to go and collect our 3 clues that we need. So we're going to make our way over the road and into James Batty's house using the key we've collected. And James Batty will be our 3rd muffin victim. Now unfortunately my timing is a little off here, and we've caught him just as he sat down in his deck chair. So we do have to wait for him for a little while to get up and move away before we can get behind him. Because you can't throw these muffins, it doesn't knock them out. If you throw the muffin, you have to crack them over the head with it, just like that. So that's number 3 of our delicious delivery challenge taken care of. So we're now going to make our way into Batty's shed. We're going to collect up the shovel we'll need for the 2nd clue, and our 1st clue, the legal documents, which are just in the corner here. So with the shovel and our 1st clue collected, we're going to make our way to the frog habitat and collect the cigar box that's buried out the back here, and that will be our 2nd clue. So once we've got that cigar box, there we go, we can drop the shovel, we don't need that. And we're now going to make our way over back to the house with the boat outside the front, where we will access the secret tunnel to Janus's house. So we're going to run all the way. Once again, I'm going to, instead of running around the houses, I'm just going to cut through the gardens this time. There are a number of people in the garden with the boat outside the front, but they don't seem to notice very much. They are both on the far side of the house, so going this way does really stop them from seeing you anyway. But once we're out the front of the house with the boat outside, we can lockpick our way into the garage and into the tunnel. So using our lockpick, we're just going to open up the garage doors, make our way inside. Be aware of the politician and his bodyguard if they're around. Luckily they're not around for me at the moment. So through the garage, through the locked door at the back of the garage, through the musical basement here to the door on our right, which we will need to lockpick also, and that will bring us to the secret entrance to the tunnel. And we're going to select our muffins here once again, because the guard in Janus's basement will be our next muffin victim. That will be victim number 4 for the Delicious Delivery Challenge. And again, my timing stinks, so we need to wait for this guy to move off from his current location. And if we can get behind him quick enough and knock him out, we won't have far to drag him to the cupboard. So just as he's moving off, we're going to get up behind him real close, knock him out with our muffin, and that is muffin knockout number 4 for the Delicious Delivery Challenge. So we're going to put his body in the cupboard, collect the gun that he drops. We make our way to the back of the room and collect the photograph from the cupboards and the filing cabinets in the corner, and that will get us our challenge there, which I've forgotten the name of. That would be the employees only challenge. So with that taken care of, what we want to do now basically is trigger the gramophone, which will get Janus down into the basement area. Now Gunther will follow him. That is Gunther there, the enforcer in front of us. And he will be our 5th and final victim of the Delicious Delivery Challenge. At the moment though, they're in our way, so we're just going to wait for them to leave. We'll just wait for this enforcer here in the kitchen to turn around as well before we make our way up the stairs. Now there is an enforcer patrolling the top of the stairs. If he's on the left, we're going to go up the stairs to the right. If he's on the right like he is there, we're going to go up the stairs and to the left and into the room that contains the gramophone. So we're just going to wait for that bodyguard to move away before we trigger the gramophone, and we want to make our way back down into the basement as quickly as we can, just so that we don't attract Janus's attention and have to pass him and Gunther on the way. Because passing Janus is easy, but getting past his enforcer bodyguard without getting spotted would be a little more tricky. But once we're down in the basement, we're going to redon our server's outfit. We're going to select our muffins once again, and we're going to hide behind the desk where we collected the photo. And we're just going to wait now for Janus and Gunther to arrive. And as soon as they do, we're going to knock them both out. Gunther with a muffin, and we're going to throttle Janus. So once Gunther has been knocked out, that is the Delicious Delivery Challenge taken care of. And we will now move on with our target here to the Sweet Recycling Challenge, which entails dumping Janus into the garbage truck. Hence why we killed the garbage men and the homeowner earlier on, because they will spot this. The only person we have to worry about now is the politician, but I don't see him on the minimap. I don't see any white dots, so we're free and clear to just carry straight on all the way to the garbage truck. And when we get there, we are going to dump Janus in the back of the garbage truck and crush him. And because we've put him in here alive, it will crush him to death. So in he goes, around to the side of the truck and activate the truck.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with you. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus.
So that will get us the Sweet Recycling Challenge. So what we're going to do now is move on to the remaining servers. There are 3 more servers we have to take out, all around Helen West's house. The first being outside by the van here. So we're just going to sneak up behind her, render her unconscious. And that's 2 of our Sleepy Cake victims taken care of. We're going to snap her neck as well, just so no one wakes her up. And then from there we're going to move back on to the muffin stand. And we're going to take out the server at the muffin stand in exactly the same way, render him unconscious, snap his neck. And the 4th and final server is actually in Helen West's kitchen with Helen West. Now for this challenge to work, we cannot knock out or kill Helen West. So this is where things will get a little bit tricky and a little bit time consuming. So what I'm planning to do is hopefully time this well enough that we can take out the FBI gardener who you just saw there in the bathroom. But as you also just saw there, we have just missed him. So we're going to continue on with the Sleepy Cake Challenge for now, and we're going to knock out the fourth and final server here. There we go. We're going to let Helen West run off for help, and that will get us the Sleepy Cake Challenge. As soon as Helen West is gone, we're going to snap the server's neck so that no one wakes him up, and we're going to make our way up the stairs, and we're just going to wait basically until everything blows over and everyone goes back to their routine, and the patrolling guard slash gardener makes his way back into the toilet, where we can then render him unconscious, and we're going to drag his body down into the basement. Now, upon doing this challenge, the organic baking challenge, when transporting these two FBI slash gardeners, we cannot have their bodies spotted. So luckily for me, Helen West was in the garage on the phone, so we were able to just take this guy straight from the bathroom and incinerate him. Although you may have to leave his body in the bathroom for a little while until Helen West vacates the area. So with our first FBI slash gardener taken out, we're going to make our way out of the basement via the basement stairs into the garden, sneak up behind the second FBI slash gardener, render him unconscious, and we're going to drag his body straight back down the basement stairs and into the furnace. And because we've taken out the servers, the one outside and the one inside, no one should see us. There's no one around. As long as you've waited for all the bodies to clear up and everyone to go back to their normal routines, you should have no trouble dragging the second guard here and incinerating him. And that will get us the Organic Baking Challenge, which in turn will get us the Muffin Man Challenge Pack, which will unlock for us a blueberry muffin. So, there you go. All that's left to do now is make good our escape. That is the Muffin Man Challenge Pack. All 4 of 5 challenges taken care of in one foul swoop. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.